Yes, guys. Who heckled the president today in Nairobi in Kamukunji? Hao ni akina nani wana heckle president bana? Why are you still heckling the president? Why? Isn't the president delivering? Isn't the system working? Is the government not delivering? The president is busy delivering on his promises na nyinyi ni kama mtaki kusikia. Shida iko wapi? Mbona mna heckle president? It is now 3 years. Mbona mna heckle president? Anyway, guys, before I say much about what happened today, if you are new to this platform, first I'd like to give you a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you'll always be the first one to watch and share. So my name is the African Updater, and what we do here, we analyze politics, and I also bring you up to date of the current issues that are happening in Kenya. So subscribe and hit that notification bell, and then I'll be back. Our dear president was today doing a tour of Nairobi. The political, his style of politics. And you people, most of you people keep on blaming our president. Mbona anashindaga juu ya magari. That is his style of politics. You know, sometimes you need to stop putting blame on someone so much. Lazima pia muelewe mtu. Unaelewa? That is his style of politics. And that is what he has known all these years. Because our dear president, ever since he left the university, he has never worked in any corporate space that he knows how maybe corporate people nini wanafanya vitu and everything. So he has been a politician all his life, all from the days he left the university. So our president, our typical president vile tunamjua in his own fashion, in his old way of doing things, alikuwa in Nairobi doing his tour, and we can all see like the crowd were not really excited to be around him or to join the rally and everything. So the crowd he had to come and ask the people to wakuje karibu na yeye, wasonge karibu na yeye. And pia there's a video of him being heckled, like not being heckled, but anytime anasema that one, the uongo thing, like akisema kitu anasema uongo. That happened in Kamukunji. So I want you to listen to this too, and then I'll come back and I'll give my analysis of what happened and what I think about the whole situation. So do that, watch this, and then I'll be back.
Januari 2027 kuja kufungua wakati itakuwa inakamilika rasmi. Zingine ya mazikweli. Muko tayari? Januari 2027 kuja kufungua wakati itakuwa inakamilika rasmi. Zingine ya mazikweli.
So guys, I believe you watched those two videos. You can hear the president clearly trying to ask those people to come close. And then there is a narrative they are pushing around, because the image that has been shared online and the image and what is happening here can clearly show that there was no crowd, and now they wanted to utilize the little crowd yenye ilikuwa imekuja so that they can do the normal Photoshop thing that is always done. I know how those things are done, those photo manipulation thing. So that's technically what happened, and maybe it's because these impromptu rallies were not planned. They were just spontaneous. So sometimes it's okay. It's okay not to expect a big crowd or anything. So I wouldn't like so much blame the president on not getting good number and maybe trying to, because image perception is everything. I said it here, in politics perception is everything. You get, so there's no way you can upload such a photo. You need to still make it look big, because as much as some people will know that this is Photoshop, to others who have never been even to Nairobi or Eastleigh will believe it. Wataka chini waseme, hey, this is real, this happened, nina. So it's okay. Me have no, I'm naming it that. And then there's that video of president anaongea na watu wanamwambia uongo. That thing has been repeated so many times in so many places that our dear president ameenda. And why is this thing happening? This thing is happening is because I think the president has really overpromised. And when you overpromise, sometimes you end up saying even things that something you had promised you will do, you come back in the same place and then you promise again. Because you can remember very clearly, the president said a while back, 2 years ago, he said that in less than 2 years, Nairobi River is going to be clean, paka watu watakuwa wanavua samaki hapo. You get, it is now 2 years. He came back and is still giving a promise of Nairobi River. So I think what really happens is that, and why the president is facing all this backlash and heckling and some people are really attacking him and everything, it's not because of anything else. It's because he has really overpromised and he has underperformed. He has not like completely delivered. Do you know, like, for now, from the time our president became the president up to now, honestly, there's nothing you can say that the president has delivered on this. That's something that you can pick that he has delivered and it has turned to be success. Because kama ni it's not working. Okay, it might be working for a few people who feel like it's working for them, but for the majority of Kenyans that thing is not working. Education model alitampa nayo. Children in school capitations imekuwa affected. So many things. Doctors have been on strike. Things are not working. And then county funds pia zinakuwa withheld. And then there's a massive borrowing. And then there's those unasikia 1.3 trillion ilikuwa withdrawn from nowhere going to where. Yani there's a lot of things. And then there was that issue of them trying to sell the airport and everything, and all these dramas that are surrounding all these things. So there's a lot of things that are happening that even to a typical Kenyan, even if the president has done anything that we can say that this is success, we can't see it, we can't pinpoint. And then the other thing that has really failed our dear president is communication. Like, his communication team has really failed him. You get? And I don't know if he takes advices or not. Because if I was the one who is advising the president, maybe the thing I would have told the president, enda chini, just go silent. Because I remember during Kibaki's era, Kibaki used to be, alikuwa anaenda na nyamaza hata 1 month, amujui Kibaki yako wapi. He doesn't appear in public forums, he doesn't appear anywhere, he's just silent, ako chini ya maji, but things are moving around, but things are working. So mimi what I think that for him to cool down things, at least ishuke chini. At least vitu watu waanze kumuona different. First, anafaa kuacha story ya kukua kwa jua magari. That every weekend is somewhere or every week is somewhere. Mara iko huku, ako huku. Juzi jana alikuwa Kericho. Leo ashafika Nairobi, is doing a rally. I don't know kesho tena atakuwa wapi. So he needs to start first akate all these things. And then aende silent for what 2 months or 3 months. Like he doesn't hata si appear in public places. Akuwe to State House working, following things up, because people are now wondering. You see, that's why people keep asking, our president anafanyange kazi saa ngapi kama kila siku ako juu ya magari? Because which it makes sense, because when do you take time to do follow-ups on all these things? When do you take time to follow up on all the policies you've set in place, all the things that you plan to achieve? When do you do a follow-up? You get? Because following up on all these things sometimes requires you to just sit down the whole day and just follow up on one thing. Paka you make sure that things are happening. You get? That's why he's launching projects and then the projects don't pick up. And then you end up with people like Akina Morara coming to expose you. So the president communication team has really failed him. And if he has advisors, then the advisors that are advising him, they are not advising him well. Because this is, you see, like what happened. Juzi, last week there was that incident whereby he gave 20 million in a particular church, and people went out and complained, and even people wanted to go and occupy that church. Actually they did, but though they were not successful, but they did. And I did a video of that, if you can go watch it. Then the next Sunday he goes the next to another church and does the same, and anasema that he doesn't care, he will still give to church. And I have a problem with these issues of giving to church, because how will we remove our people from poverty if all we do, we want to build churches? Churches do not produce anything. We keep on giving to church, but churches, remember, do not produce anything. You keep on telling us that churches help people to be morally upright. Sawa, if we are morally upright na hatuna kitu ya kukula, then how will we survive? Then we will still fall back on immorality. Because if we have nothing to eat, we will find ways of surviving in whichever way. So instead of you opening churches and you people keep on building churches and building churches, open factories, open companies. Open factories, open companies. That is what the youths want. You get? Kama ma youth wangekuwa ma job, like opportunities ziko, kazi zinaendelea, watu are working, and then you go you donate to a church, it could have not been a problem. Lakini people are bitter because mimi sina job, the systems are not working, the government is supposed to at least do something for me, and then the same government unaona inaenda inafanya donation kwa church, which hiyo pesa nini washirika pastors wakishika haifikii hata washirika. That's the reality. Because most of these pastors, especially these Pentecostal pastors, they don't support their nini, wata kulipia school fees, wata nini, hiyo 20 million atachukua aenda invest kwa shughuli yake. You get? So that is what is hurting these people. And I wish that someone, our president, maybe angechukua advice from someone, I don't know, but I wish angetulia. Like I wish he could have just gone silent for even 2 months or 3 months. Like akai tu chini, like watu wajui hata ako wapi, anafanya nini, anafanya, because the first 1 year of our president, the guy was always in the sky, traveling. In fact, kuna kitu ilimstopisha ni history ya Gen Z. And then once imekuja story ya Gen Z imetulia, akaacha kutravel, sasa tena amekuwa juu ya magari, always doing campaign, always nini na nini. When will you ever work? When will you ever do follow-ups? When will you ever make sure that things are working? Because once you are not able to follow up on this thing, even people that surround you, they will take advantage. The ministers, the CSS, the NINI, the PSS, they take advantage. They also become reluctant because they know, hiyo president tumeenda na yeye mahali, hiyo ameongea tu na akamaliza. Hiyo imeisha hivyo. He is not going to follow up again. Hata uliza, you get. So that is what is failing. And I wish, because we all want the president to succeed. That is the reality. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't want this government to work. Because if government fails, you all fail. If the government collapses, you all fail. Nyinyi wote mtaumia. So we all want the government to work so that vitu zikae mzuri. So I really hope that some of these things wanaweza angalia. Some of these things that our dear president will sit back and look at all these things and say, come on, I've done this enough. I've been in politics, I've done it enough. Let me just relax. Let me just sit down and listen to people now and now take advice. Watch out on the advice. Let people advise me. Do at least perception, because the picture now you are portraying outside there is that you are not someone that unaweza deliver on anything. You like, they see you like someone who has really failed. Yet there can be some things you've really achieved, but since they can't see it, those things, they end up just saying, iko hivyo. That's why anything you say, before hata wafikirie, waone kama ina make sense ama make sense, wanasema tu ni uongo. Anyway guys, that was it from me for this video. And if you are new to this platform and you've watched till the end, what we do here, we analyze politics, but we always ensure that we remain respectful and we remain very respectful. Hakuna kutukanana. We don't like insults. We don't like anything. So if you disagree with what I've said, or you disagree with anyone on this platform, you can always go there in the comment section and air your views and say your alternative or opinion in a respective way. Don't usitukane watu. It shows your level of immaturity. You don't need to pass a point by insulting anybody. Just be respectful and things will be okay. And if you also feel like you want to support me in any other way, my number is always there in the description. Kindly reach out and let's discuss. We are creating a platform, a safe space for everyone, so that you can always come here and you can air your opinion and your views, and we help build a stronger and better country. Thank you. Till next time. Bye-bye.